guys, it's Brittany, and today's video we are talking about the ghosts at one of the world's most famous haunted cemeteries, the Bonaventure Cemetery located in Savannah, Georgia. Now guys, if you have been with me for years, you know that I've been to the cemetery numerous times. I have videos there featuring the ghost of little Gracie Watson, Corinne Lawton. I will leave those videos down below, which are also spirit box sessions, and I got some crazy responses, which I'm quite proud of. There's so many stories at the cemetery. So many ghost enthusiasts go here, paranormal researchers, of course. If you're into the paranormal, definitely if you're in Savannah, Georgia, you gotta go to the Bonaventure Cemetery. There's also ghost tours there. I've never actually been on the ghost tour at the Bonaventure Cemetery. I've only been during the day, but I would definitely recommend going at night as well because they cover all the ghost stories, which we are about to get right into. The most well-known spirit at the Bonaventure Cemetery is of little Gracie Watson, who died of pneumonia at age 6 years old. A statue that was carved in her honor stands in front of her gravesite, and many people place coins and toys at the base of the statue. People come from all over the world to visit the Bonaventure Cemetery, and one of the main reasons is because of little Gracie Watson and seeing her statue. Now, one of the creepiest parts about her statue is what people have said they've seen is the statue cries blood, like blood streams down the eyes of little Gracie Watson's statue, only if you take one of her toys away. Now, toys used to be able to go, right at the base of her statue, but they built a fence around her statue, which I think they should, because crazy people, could break in and just do weird stuff. You guys know the world we live in today. So if you take one of her toys away or anything from her gravesite, they say that you will see blood streaming down the statue's face, which is very disturbing. Now, people have actually reported seeing little Gracie Watson in the cemetery. People have heard a little girl giggling, and it's coming from her gravesite. Now, obviously, when people do hear this, there's no little girl around, so you know what I mean? It has to be Gracie. There's also been many reports of dogs, ghostly dogs that people hear growling. They sound very aggressive, very angry, very mean. People can hear them barking, but they never see them. And it's not like these barks are super far away. If you hear a dog barking and you're outside and you kind of look, you're like, oh, okay, there's the dog over there. People report hearing these dogs barking, but there's no dog anywhere. And sometimes people have even felt these dogs breathing on them or barking right beside them, and there's nothing there. When you walk through the Bonaventure Cemetery, first of all, it is gigantic. You could definitely get lost. I've gotten lost many times, and luckily I've been with my boyfriend every time that I've gone. And there's a lot of statues, and there's a lot of ghost stories surrounding these statues. A lot of people say the angel statues in particular will smile at people, and they don't really stay put. Now, there's one statue in particular, and I've made a video, I think about 2 videos about this statue, and it's the statue of Corinne Lawton. I have done a spirit box session with her. I will leave that down below. I also did a spirit box session with little Gracie Watson, and like I said at the beginning, I will leave that down below as well. Now, Corinne Lawton, this is one of my favorite ghost stories there as well. Apparently, she will just smile at anyone that she likes. She only smiles at you if she likes you. It's kind of creepy though, because you're like, if she doesn't smile at me, does that mean that she doesn't like me? Now, I do have a story, which I did say years ago on my channel. The first time that I ever went to the Bonaventure Cemetery, I went with my boyfriend and his parents, and we were driving all around the Bonaventure Cemetery, because you can drive all around it. It's huge. You can walk all around it as well. And we were driving, and we went by Corinne Lawton. Now, at the time, I didn't know much about Corinne Lawton. Actually, I didn't know anything about her story or anything. And I remember we were driving, and this was years ago, and my boyfriend's mom saw Corinne, and she said, it looks like that statue is smiling at me. And I remember I was like, what? maybe that's just, you know, it's a statue, it could just be smiling at you. And then when I got home and like months later, I just, you know, came across the statue of Corinne, and I remember I had a flashback. That was the statue that my boyfriend's mom was talking about, saying the statue was smiling at her. And Corinne is the famous statue in the cemetery that is known to smile at people that she likes. So she was smiling at my boyfriend's mom, and she knew nothing about that story, and I knew nothing about it. None of us knew about that story. So I thought that was really amazing how she said that, and then it just kind of, you know, I found out about it and I was like, oh my god. And when I was there actually a few months ago, I was trying to do a spirit box session with both Gracie Watson and Corinne, and it was just, there was people everywhere, and I couldn't really, you know, you can't really do it during the daytime, you know. And like I said, there are ghost tours that you can go on. I'm not sure if you can rent part of, I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, renting a cemetery, you know what I mean, because I rent the locations that I go to investigate. I would love to do it at nighttime. I would love to attend one of the ghost tours, but you know, I did do the spirit box sessions years ago. I'm sorry that I couldn't do it this time. I tried, but it was just so many interruptions, guys. But I thought it was just really cool to go back and visit the two statues that I love in one of my favorite cemeteries. So I apologize for that, but I'm happy to bring them back to my channel because these are some of my favorite ghost stories.
Are you happy to see me? It's good to see you. Okay, yeah, so I'm sorry guys, this video I feel like it's gonna be so short, but I definitely cannot do a spirit box session because every time I'm trying to do when people come. So last time I did do a spirit box session though, so that was really, and that was like in the summertime, wasn't it?
So guys, let me know down below if you have ever been to the Bonaventure Cemetery, if you've ever had an experience with Corinne smiling at you, if you've ever seen any of the other sculptures smiling at you, what your experience was with Gracie Watson, or if you're ever in Savannah, definitely check out the cemetery. You have to go, especially if you know, are crazy about the paranormal, you know, you have to go. It's a must for all paranormal enthusiasts, definitely. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today's shout out goes to Jane Justice Doe. Thank you so much for watching my videos. As always guys, you rock my world, and the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Britty44, hashtag Barretto friends, hey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.